2 Chronicles 29:34 says, "But the priests were too few, so that they were unable to skin all the burnt offerings. Therefore their brothers the Levites helped them until their work was completed, and until the other priests had consecrated themselves, for the Levites were more conscientious and to consecrate themselves than the priests." And 2 Chronicles 29:36 says, "Then Hezekiah and all the people rejoiced over what God had prepared for the people, because the thing came about suddenly." Well, if you're joining us in reading through this 90-day reading plan, today's reading is 2 Chronicles 29:20 through 36, and I encourage you to read that passage. Well, sometimes we're unprepared for what God is about to bring to us. This lack of preparation could be for a number of reasons. We might be unprepared because we failed to continue to walk with God through Christ. We might be unprepared because we didn't think that God would work in such a way, or we might be unprepared just because we were believing that God would be able to do such a thing. Now, I really do not like to focus on political things in these talks. I would much rather talk about how people respond to God or don't respond to Him. I'd much rather focus on how to walk closer to God and how to bring others along. But today I'd like to focus on something closer to home. We are at a crossroads in our Christian faith in the United States. Many have diluted the Christian faith so it's become simply a works type of environment. We have to be socially conscious. We have to be environmentally conscious. We have to be open and loving of everything and everyone. This removes all the requirements of first having a relationship with Christ. On the other hand, we have those who want to build a wall, a bastion, so to speak, around their Christianity so that they do not work inside of society. They cordon themselves off and refuse to interact with anyone who does not believe what they believe. And they become sanitized, that they might become a Christian model of a Jewish Pharisee. "I'm better than thee because I'm holier than thou," they might think. That should be their motto, actually. Well, there has to be a group in the center. There has to be a group that holds to historical Christianity and yet who works in society that they might introduce that society to Christ. This group has to be socially conscious. This group has to be environmentally aware, and the group has to reach out and minister to those who need their help. But they also have to be careful not to accept outside behavior, not to endorse that which is prescribed to be wrong in the Scriptures. We need to be at that center group. We need to maintain our purity, but reach out to the world. We need to listen to what the world has to say and then help them by giving them a relationship with Christ so that they can change the world. Change without Christ just means gaining more pain and more stress.